Hey, this is Jeremy Chapman back with the Acoustic Shop at the 2018 Winter NAMM, and we're here at the LR Bags booth. We're going to be getting some details on what each of their acoustic pedals do. So Christian, why don't you tell us what the Session DI does?
Sure. So the Session DI came about because we were doing video sessions and direct recording our pickups so people can hear what they sound like. And we'd send the audio files off to the engineer, and they'd come back polished, real full of life, and we just really loved what the guy was doing with the tone. So we quizzed them a bit and figured out kind of what they were doing to get that sound.
So it's kind of like going through the mastering process of audio,
Exactly.
trying to figure out why it just like blossoms the overall tone.
Exactly.
And putting that into a pedal that does it on a live basis rather than in the studio afterwards.
We wanted to give those studio tools to a live musician, so it really polishes up the tone. I actually had one guy explain it earlier. He said it's like when you watch HD TV for a while and then you go back to normal TV. It's kind of what happens when you take this out of the signal after you get used to it. So the main tools we have are the saturation and the comp EQ. Saturation brings a lot of warmth and harmonic content in the lower range. If you turn up too far, you get a little bit of distortion there. It actually is a real controlled form of distortion. So we kind of like it up in the mid-range somewhere. Multiband compression takes care of the problem frequencies. It acts in real time like an EQ to cut problem frequencies, but it doesn't step on the whole signal. So
it's not
it keeps
crushing
your
everything at once. It's just kind of choosing those problematic frequencies and
exactly. It keeps your dynamics intact, but takes care of those problem frequencies at the same time. We've got a gain setting, pretty standard for a preamp. XLR out. There's a high pass filter on here too, which is actually a pretty useful tool. Where you use that is if you're in a band and you maybe have a bunch of instruments on stage, you don't want to muddy the mix. So you might use the high pass filter so that the bass player can cover the bass frequencies and your guitar is not.
Kind of staying in your lane.
Exactly.
That way, frequency-wise.
And the other really two features that are really important are the phase button, which helps with feedback control, and a notch filter. Our notch filter is a very popular feature that we have. It's narrow. There's a slight boost on either side of the cut, so when you have a feedback problem, you sweep this until you hit that frequency and it'll just suck all your feedback away. That's pretty much it. Pretty straightforward, but the saturation and multiband compression are really kind of the meat and potatoes of the pickup.
Well, I appreciate that. That's the Session DI. We've sold quite a few of those. They're real portable. They pack a lot into one little pedal. So be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let us know if you have any comments on that or questions on it. We'll be doing some more specific reviews and performing through it so you can hear the difference in it. So be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and we'll let you know when that's coming.